Hoffenmeyer, yep. Hoffenmeyer, yep. Yeah, he's... Yeah, Vieser. Said Vieser. Yeah.
Senni, right?
Yep. Yep.
The reds look so much better, eh?
Yeah.
Especially the red on yellow.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. We can't wait for this one. It is all on the line here in the opener. A chance to skip over a day, get a day off tomorrow if you're Team Canada, and start the Spengler Cup with a bang. Kenton, this place is about to go off when the puck drops. Can't wait.
Now the HC Davos fans have been waiting a whole year for this one, and what better start than the visiting favorites Team Canada and the locals Davos.
Logan Shaw in to take the draw for Canada. Won by Corby, and it's HC Davos with the puck first to start their Spengler Cup campaign. Corby stood up at the blue line by Canada, and back the other way they come. Shaw going towards the goal, couldn't quite receive the pass. Dug out in the corner. Chasing it down is McKenzie. Shaw going towards the net again, waiting a pass from Senny. Never arrived, and here comes the hosts. Trip up at the center ice line. Back to retrieve is HC Davos, and they'll get things started from behind their own goal. And here comes Adam Tambellini, trying to Port Moody, British Columbia, but on the other side this time around for the hosts Davos. Hazan. Hudon looking for Maillet, charging towards the goal, and a big hit in the corner. As Lemieux lays the body, Brendan Lemieux, another Canadian on this HC Davos team. Dalbec across the blue line of Canada. Reforce dropping the puck back, gets it back, and Reforce fires that one wide. Tambellini on the doorstep, but covering up is Colton Ellis, who makes his first stop of the night. Get those nerves out of the way, and Canada regroups after the first couple of shifts. And Kent, what did you see in those first couple of minutes so far?
Well, certainly a quick pace to start. And yeah, we haven't really had a chance to even talk about Brendan Lemieux, of course, Canadian, over 300 games NHL experience playing for HC Davos, and he lays the body early. Canada's going to be aware of him. We know he's a physical player, but 2 shifts in, pace pretty solid.
Face off to the left of Ellis. Won by Davos. Jung shovels it into the corner and just came out. We'll bring it to neutral ice for a face-off here. 18:28 still on the clock here in the opening period.
Well, Blake, we always talk about Canada at these tournaments having to find chemistry early on. This team's just had one practice underneath their belt. Talked to head coach Jared Gallant before coming here. He only knew 4 players. So talk about jumping into the fire right away, trying to create a cohesive unit right off the bat.
And an attempted dump in by Davos ends up in the benches. So we'll go back to the neutral zone for a face-off. Davos, defending champions, 16 titles right alongside Canada. A chance for a tie-breaking campaign by one of these two sides. First team to 17. Last year ended a 12-year drought at the Spengler for the host Davos team. Bouncing puck on the left side. Jung wires it just wide of the near post. Dug out of the corner. Gross lost his stick. He's bailing towards the bench just as the puck was in his vicinity, but nothing he could do. Juris on the end board, can't come up with the puck. Gagne reaching for it, back to the point. Hoffenmeyer lets one go. Guided aside by Ashleyman, Sandro Ashleyman. Starting goaltender for HC Davos. Back to the point again by Juris. Gregoire can't get one through the maze of bodies. Again, a heavy check on the half wall. Gregoire to tap that one free. Still a puck battle at center ice, and Carroll watches it sail into the Davos end.
Blake, it was interesting in game 1 earlier today. Fribourg and Pardubice emotions ran high very, very quickly. It was about 2 minutes in. We saw teams starting to jaw at each other. We'll see what happens here. Physical, all ready to start. Yeah,
and again, a team that's somewhat thrown together as Brandon Coe goes down as he enters the Davos side. Not a team that's used to playing with each other, fighting for each other in Canada, but they seem into it with the physical play early on. Aspero coming down the half wall. Senny helping him out, covering for him, but now will join the fray as Aspero comes out of the pile. Davos down the left side. Can go no further. Ambule, the legend, taken down and tends to hurt a little bit more at the age of 41 for Andres Ambule. You heard that right, the age of 41. And anticipated, presuming he plays all the games, he'll be the all-time games leader at the tournament by the end of the campaign here. Back towards the goal by Hoffenmeyer. Puck stuck behind the goal. Battling for it is McKenzie. Gets it free. Shaw tries his shot. Wide of the mark. Hollowell sent it back around. Now bails to a defensive position. And back to play the puck is Ashleyman. Frenner can't get beyond the center ice line. Hazant will give chase. He and Frenner collide on the end boards. Dug free by Canada again. Loose puck is there, but no Canadians to pick it up and calming things down for HC Davos. Is Klaus Dahlbeck watches it sail right past him again. Joris going towards the goal. There was Daniel Carr, but pass never arrived. Run around to the far side. Matt Irwin couldn't keep it in the offensive zone. Spinning. Hazant. Back for Irwin. Madison Bowie now. Steps forward, crosses the red line, fires it in. Ashleyman sees it get to Sam Gagner. There's the captain sticking his leg in 1v2, and he'll dig the puck free, then doesn't quite get it back to the point as Davos dumps the puck in. Gregoire off the end wall. Hoffenmeyer right to bank that to Fritz just beyond his reach. Philip Zadina. Yes, that Philip Zadina. Top 10 draft pick. But back playing in Europe now, and chance for him to make a mark. One of the leading goal scorers for HC Davos. Now the centering pass goes right through the top of the slot. Picked up by Gross. Gross, cross-ice pass. Rolls off a stick. And a chance to change here for HC Davos. Past the 6-minute mark of this opening period. Senny on the forecheck, gets past him, dumped into the Canada zone. Back to pick it up is Curran. Lost it off the end wall. Scooped up by McKenzie. And the pass for Senny beyond his reach. He'll pick it up though. Deep in the zone. Joined along the end wall by Schott. All the way back to the point. Aspero has to go along the end wall. Jumps over the stick of Shaw. Curran kept it alive though. A chance for Davos to exit the zone, and with Canada on a change, they'll get some time. Dahlbeck calmly skating backwards. Forecheck is on for Canada. Maillet sees it sail past him, and now teeing up a one-timer, but it didn't come off the stick the way that Stransky wanted to, and now Canada breaks the other way. Hudon, cross-ice pass picked off. Canada maintains the up-ice pressure, looking for the turnover. Down into the Canadian end. Long stretch pass there from Irwin. Hazant couldn't handle it though. Jung plays it off the end wall. Giving chase is Daniel Carr. Forcing it back deep again. Davos breaking across center ice. Reforce lost it at the blue line, and it's an offside call. Almost 8 minutes old, still scoreless in Davos. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yeah. 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 With 6. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll bail on that concept. Scoreless in Davos in the opener for the host HC Davos and Team Canada, the 2024 edition of the Spengler Cup. Blake Price, Kent Simpson alongside. And a face-off just outside of the Canadian zone. As both sides searching for some momentum and a few more passes that click here in the early goings of this game number one. Juris rolling out of the corner, finds Sam Gagner. Gagner with some pressure from Kessler, coughs up the puck and a chance, scores! Ola Palve on the one-timer off the Canadian turnover. And it's 1-0 for the host. Davos out in front.
Well, quick strike off the turnover from Canadian captain Sam Gagner. He made a great play in his own zone to buy some time right here, and then he just overhandled it. And then a quick look back door, and there's Palve cocked and ready to go. Gets through the legs of Ellis. And you just mentioned, Blake, each team looking for something to get their team going, as you see Philip Zadina making a nice quick turn pass there, and that beats a surprised Ellis. I thought it had been a pretty good start for Canada, to be honest, and just that turnover cost him.
That top line, a chance to redeem itself. Back out there again. Juris and Carr helping out Gagner down low. Gagner comes out of the corner with it, and a tripping call coming up against Canada, and it's against the captain, Sam Gagner.
Well, there's no question the experience that Gagner brings to this team, over 1,000 games in the National Hockey League. He was on the Spengler Cup winning team back in 2012 during the NHL lockout. But, one thing that we got to bring up is, he's not been playing at a high level of hockey so far this year. He's been training on his own, and boom, it's difficult to just get thrust right in to this fast-paced game. And, I don't think anyone has a worry. He's going to get up to speed in no time, but maybe just needs a few periods under his belt.
Corby in to take the draw. Wins it straight back, and again, a shot from the far wall, testing Colton Ellis, but down the ice it goes for Canada as the penalty kill gets a chance to regroup here. Davos across the line. Stransky, left circle. Back for Lundstrom. Cross ice pass. Stransky's in front, waiting for the pass. Gets the shot away. Ellis blocks it off. And down the ice again for Canada. Lundstrom back to pick it up behind his own goal out the far side. Drop passes there. Corby just inside the blue line, holds up. Stransky's got it now. Corby down the wall. Carroll probing stick there, but it gets back for Lundstrom. Big rebound. Carroll nearly able to break in shorthanded. Puck jumped on him. Juris 2-on-3. Back out to Colton White. The shot whistled wide. Another chance for Juris to pick it up shorthanded. And Aspro will gladly skate that right back down in the Canadian zone. Waste a little more time for the penalty kill. Dumping it deep in, and Canada down well under a minute to go on the kill. Davos across center ice once again. Palve leading the charge, gets it back in the corner. Swats it back down deep, and now Canada heads the other way. Hazan is in, all alone, scores! Jonathan Hazan evens it up with a short-handed marker, and it's 1-1 here at the Spengler.
Well, we saw Davos forward Ola Palve get a gift on the opening goal. Well, he just gave it right back as he turns it over. A terrific read from Jonathan Hazan here, following the puck back to the point, chips it past the defender. It's off to the races. He settles the puck down, and how about that shot? Top shelf over the glove of Eichelman. Huge goal for Canada, shorthanded to draw this back to even.
Came just moments after we saw Joe Carroll nearly break in the same manner, but couldn't get it past his own blue line. Jonathan Hazan happy to pick up where they left off, and we're back to even Steven here, 1-1, just past the halfway mark of the opening period. Face off again at center ice. Still some time to kill on the HC Davos power play. One straight back into the Canadian zone. Aspero. Down the ice it goes, and this will nearly do it for the Canadian kill. Fritz, the lone player high, and here comes Davos across center ice, inside the zone. And a great job by the Canadian penalty killers. Juris across the blue line has Tanner Fritz with them. Gagne going towards the goal, but pass was behind Colton White. Canada will make changes, get the killers back off, and get back into the regular rotation of lines. Aye with the up ice pressure. Frees the puck. Dudon angled off of it. Able to join the fray again on the far side half wall. Davos hemmed in their own zone right now. More pressure from Hazan again. Back behind the Canadian goal, Ellis. Hoffenmeyer, nice chip pass, and now in stride down the right side is Maillet. Maillet able to get it in the zone. Hazan digs it out of his own skates in the corner. Brings it around to the far side. Hazan goes behind the net with it. Battling, Senny joins the fray. Chases it down on the near side wall. Can't come up with it. Dahlbeck guarding the puck well. Davos holding on. Dahlbeck stuck behind his own goal. Can't find the outlet pass. Senny still in his face. Zadina spins it right back for Jung. Brett Senny spent that entire shift as he peels off now below the dots in the opposition half, but still couldn't get the puck. It kept HC Davos parked in their own zone. Now finally across the Canadian line. Another great shot off the backside of Hollowell. And that did well to guide it wide. Hollowell with a nice stick behind the Canadian goal. And now he'll get it in stride down the right side. Hollowell tucking it back. The shot from Gagne just wide. Rebound back to the captain. Still has it. A backdoor play nearly worked for Daniel Carr. Now a shot. Does it squeak through? The new Daniel Carr on the post. Tucks it in behind Ashleyman, and it's 2-1 Canada. They're finding their stride, Canada. And into the back half of the opening period, they've got a lead.
Well, what a read here by Daniel Carr. He misses the one-timer, but he stays with it. Great pinch down, and then the puck just drops beside the net. He's on it in a heartbeat. He's able to pull it off the post and tuck it past Aishelman before he can find out where it is. It was Jonathan Aspero pinching down from the point on the missed pass across. And a great effort from Carr to grab that quick hands, pull it out, and put it in before anyone from Davos can find it to give Canada the lead.
.7:26 to go as they drop the puck and get back at it here on day number 1 of the Spengler Cup. Kessler down the right side, over the line, checked off the puck. Canada once again ready to break out. Aspero gets things started, puck down the right side, and icing is the call. Faceoff comes back down to the Canadian half.
Well, Blake, you really couldn't ask for a better opening 13 minutes from Canada. Of course, they give up the first goal, but really don't bat an eye. Come back, able to get a shorthanded equalizer, and then Gagne assists on the latest goal from Daniel Carr to give them a 2-1 lead. And so far, so good for Canada.
Aspero will try again. This time he'll skate it out across the blue line. Took a stick in the face for the efforts. Carroll on the forecheck, nearly able to come up with it on the end wall. And Canada getting in the way of passes Brandon Coe did there. Created the turnover. Shaw taps that back into the Canadian zone for Aspero once more. Taking his time. Aspero straight up the middle. Tipped in by Curtis McKenzie, not terribly deep. Senny forced to give chase. Rattles around behind the goal. Senny nearly able to come up with it. Logan Shaw doing yeoman's work down there as well. Dumped in by HC Davos. Matt Irwin stripped to the puck. Stransky sends a pass to the right point, but way behind its intended target. Dahlback now at center. Cross ice dump in. Hudon. The right side, Hazan into the middle looking for Maillet. Comes up with the turnover. Hudon tapping it behind the goal. Maillet. He and Hudon right there. They stay heavy on the forecheck. Finally, a chance to breathe here for HC Davos behind their own goal. Up the left side. Off the stick of Ambule. Egley looking for Ambule again. Pass doesn't connect. Carr with Juris, but offside is the call at the line. 2-1, Canada leads. 5 minutes to go. I didn't love Hazan's English. Let's go with Carr. Yeah.
Out of that shot by Hazan.
Yeah.
Hey, good to know.
Well, his save percentage is currently .600, so that tracks. Back in Davos, Switzerland. Blake Price with Kent Simpson alongside. Game 1 of the Spengler Cup here for Team Canada. 2-1 they lead. 2 straight goals, which will please Nat Dominicelli and Joe Thornton. They watch on. Part of the Team Canada brass. And of course, part-time resident almost, Joe Thornton. As his wife hails from these parts. And he's got some playing experience, having suited up for HC Davos. Zadina lets the puck get through. Lindstrom leaves again. Zadina throws that on goal. Easy stop for Colton Ellis, who holds on for a whistle.
Well, it was an early flurry on Colton Ellis. It's been quiet the last 7 or 8 minutes. Obviously wants to keep into it there. Easy catch off the shot from Zadina. Former first-round pick to the National Hockey League.
Face off to the right of Ellis. Paul Bay in to take the drop. Lost it to Fritz. Canada, chance to break out. Carroll sends it down the boards, but kept in at the line. Lindstrom slides down the boards. Puck jumped over the stick of Kessler. Spins. Back down low, Zadina. Zadina. Backhand pass. Paul Bay wheels his way all the way to the top of the slot. Tries a shot off a body. Had some danger on it. Zadina can't get around Colton White, but there's going to be a call here on White for tripping up Philip Zadina, sending HC Davos back to the power play.
Yeah, no question on this one. You see Zadina try to jump around White. Left leg comes out. Zadina no worse for the wear, but 2 minutes to Colton White. The last penalty kill for Canada worked out okay off the shorthanded goal from Jonathan Hazan. We'll try to at least get a kill on this next one late in the first period.
Face-off win for Canada and a quick clear. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Addison Bowie doing the honors there. Long pass to Stransky. Drops it all the way back. Lemieux advances it along the sidewall. Corby battling for it. Stransky hit by Fritz. Chance for Canada to get to it first. Fritz tried to put it through the legs there of Lindstrom. Still a puck battle inside the blue line, and a chance now for Fritz to break down the right side. Just shovels that towards goal. Ashleyman does well to steer that aside, and Fritz one last touch of the puck to waste a few more valuable seconds on this penalty kill. So far, so good for Canada. Lindstrom to Stransky. Fresh off the bench is Anderson. Corvi in the corner. Switches sides for Zadina. Zadina, Stransky, back to Zadina. Stransky takes a shot off a body. It's wide. Zadina quickly onto it. Pries it free from the end wall. Gets it back down low once again. Switch of position. Zadina. Chance to guide some traffic from the half wall. Anderson, this big shot from the point. It's blocked and now cleared by Canada as Joe Carroll sends it down the ice.
Oh, what a block from Logan Shaw there. Looks like he took that up in the wrist area of the arm, shaking it off, but staying in the shooting lanes, and a big block to turn that away.
Palve winding his way through. Stick check, but now caught back up. A chance from Reforce, and that was way off the mark. Hits the corner glass and back through the neutral zone. Canada back to full strength as Colton White exits the box. Reforce in again as it goes through Bowie. Doesn't work. Ridden out into the corner. Hayes-Ham advances it forward. Gagne hit hard at the blue line. No call. And another hit is from Canada as Hudon laid down the body. Chase is Maillet. Davos through the neutral zone. Scooped up by Maillet now. And he returns near the puck. Senny tucked that back and dumped in deep by McKenzie. But on the wrong side of center ice, and it's an icing call against Canada with under 2 minutes to play in the first period.
Well, Canada dodges a bullet here. Zadina picks this puck out of midair, goes backdoor to Reforce, but it's a rolling puck, and I think it just rolled off the end of his stick. You can see exactly what happens there. Misses the far side by about 2 minutes, and Sam Gagne thought this was interference, and I think he has a case there. He had not reached the puck before he felt that shoulder to chest contact. Both referees decided to look the other way.
Squeezes out the far side. Gregoire quick to jump on it. Coast to coast, lost the puck. McKenzie picks it up. Juris filling his role on the left point. Helps to combine to get that puck in deep once again. A check from behind in the corner. Goes uncalled. McKenzie, Juris, Gregoire now at the right point. Tucked back into the slot area. Juris couldn't do much with it. Gagne off the bench. Juris below the goal line, cycling it to Sam Gagne. Cross ice pass to Gregoire. Juris banks it off the end wall. Gagne, Hoffenmeyer. Back to Sam Gagne. Minute to go in the period. Gregoire, top of the circle, off an ankle, all the way into the corner for Gagne. Hoffenmeyer now. Sidesteps. A check at the point. That one well wide. Chance again for Gagne. Top of the circle. Trying to spin away from traffic. Sent back down low. Carr, right where he scored, couldn't tuck it in. But play whistled down on another penalty against HC Davos this time as Canada looks to finish this period in style with perhaps another power play marker.
Well, it was a delayed call. It was the back referee that ended up doing it on Chris Egley. They hit on Fritz from behind there. Canada with some good puck control with the 6-on-5, pulling the goalie, but really no shots to show for. And they'll round out the period here on the power play unless they can put one past 30 odd seconds to go here.
Perfect. Guys, keep going to the wide, okay? I got him up first. Enzo, down on the whites.
This off to the left of Ashleyman. Shaw, the face-off circle for Canada, lost it. Chance to clear here for Gross. Still digging at it. Free to Gregoire, Hoffenmeyer. High slot, shot the circle, blockered away, rebound is there. Nearly tucked home by Carr for his second. Down the ice it goes, and we'll see if there's time for Canada to head up ice once more. Hoffenmeyer for Shaw, cross center ice. Puck onto the left side. Maé for a streaking opportunity from Carr, held on at the side of the goal by Ashliman, and it'll stay 2-1, but a power play that will continue into the second period for Canada as they give up the opening goal in the Spengler Cup for them, but bounce back with 2 straight for a fine opening period.
Well, Daniel Carr here, oh so close to his second of the evening and putting them up 3-1, but it's a bouncing puck coming to the back door. You can see him look skyward. Nonetheless, a really, really strong opening period for Canada. They drop the first goal, they come back with 2. They will start the second period on the power play. Yeah.
Way better than that.
super eager to talk.
Yeah, could have had a few too.
He talked about that. The ice is terrible, I think, eh? Must be terrible, I think, the ice. Because we saw in the opening game kind of...
Oh, you know what? I mean, I never really had a chance to talk about it, and it wasn't really worth it. But especially in overtime, there was a few times. You know how, they like to do the drop pass back.
Yeah.
And there was so much snow, it didn't get there nearly as fast as I think they thought it would.
Yeah.
There was a few times in front of the benches it got caught up. So.
And right.
Well, we know they can crank it up in here.
Yeah,
it's cold.
It's been freezing before games, but they just can't keep it down.
Well, you can see patches already.
Like it looks terrible from up here. Like the ice looks rutted and.
I would have liked to have seen a replay from that Brendan Lemieux hit, that second shift. That looks solid.
Yeah, that was in the corner, wasn't it? Yeah.
Didn't notice Tambellini a whole lot after the first shift.
Like, I'm almost tempted to think I've got time here. No, it says 5:42. Oh.
Do you remember where you found that yet?
I'll copy and paste. I can. Do I have your email? I must, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, emailed.
Thank you. What did you log in with?
Oh, sending you another link. It'll tell you how to get there.
Did I just miss that, or?
No, I sent you the direct thing. It's okay.
No, I know, but did I?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it sent earlier?
We sent it at some point. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, I know it. Thank you.
I think they're seeing there. You come across.
As soon as you chase one,
Go.
yeah, come on. Ready?
Fritz, you think on that 3 low on the PK? I think you can get in there on when they're through there. Yeah, I think you're holding the wall pretty good. I don't know, because I had the safety.
Like when
When it was in the corner, do you feel in a good spot? I feel like if you want to go a bit closer, you can. I feel like you just get it off quicker. But it's up to you.
And you have the middle there? I'll get in there.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah, if you want to.
Just kind of wanted to bury the guy.
Come on here, peeps. I feel one.
Let's go, Lighter.
Just about set for period number 2 here in Davos. And again, a Canadian power play. 1 minute 27 seconds carrying over, and you heard Daniel Carr in the intermission. He knows he left some goals on the table, perhaps, and he might get the chance here at the man advantage kit.
Yeah, he was setting up shop a few times at the back door. Was able to have some quick hands on the first one. The second one just rolled off his backhand. But, we're going to see more and more of Daniel Carr as this game moves on here. There's no doubt about that.
Almost set for the face-off here. And still a 1-goal game, so the Davos faithful still as animated as ever. And the Swiss fans got treated to a big comeback in the early game, only to see Fribourg-Gotteron fall to Dinamo Pardubice in the first game of the tournament. And could a Swiss team stage another comeback? 2 periods to do so for HC Davos, but they'll have to kill off a big power play for Canada right here to get things started. Face-off win for Brett Senni. We'll get it back now in flight across center ice. Off the boards for Gagne. Gagne dropping it for McKenzie. Looking to go to the point. Intercepted for a moment, but Hudon for Senni. And now the drop pass for Charles Hudon. Again and all the way back for Hollowell. McKenzie brings it around, intercepted by Asherman. Now he has to give it up. Gagne all the way back to the point. Senni walks into the circle. Back to Hollowell. Hollowell stuck in the corner. Senni thought about going point to point. Walks into the circle. Top of the slot. The shot just wide from Hudon. And now cleared down the ice by Dahlbeck.
Well, some good patience from Canada, not throwing that to the middle of the ice. Davos doing a good job taking that away. Long shot cannot make it through.
Just onside. Gregoire chasing it down, and it gets rung around, and Juris wasn't yet in position. So they'll chase it back into the Canadian end.
And that's just a perfect example of really not being familiar with your teammates first time on the ice.
There's Carr going back post, and Shaw had a chance, but hopped over his stick. Puck is bouncing a little bit tonight here on night number 1. It was a pretty balmy day. You wonder if that's got a roll. Back to even strength for both sides. Fritz Daniel Carr looked to flip that one in. Touch first by Davos player, so the high stick touch doesn't stop play. Carroll, the puck battle behind the Davos goal. And here comes the hosts. Turned away a couple of times as Alapalve gets it back again. And Davos having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Pass doesn't connect. And here comes Canada once more. Coe. Nice touch pass there. Sent in deep by Maillet. Left in the corner by Davos, and a thunderous hit in the corner as Coe lined up his man. Kessler wheels out of the Davos zone onto the left side, goes towards the goal. Initial shot is turned aside off of Adam Tambellini, but it's just a one and done offensive foray for Davos as Canada once again possesses the puck. On the right side, just staying on. Nope, Hewed on a step ahead of the play. They blow things down. Almost 3 minutes old here in the second period. Canada still up 2-1.
Now we got to look at the veteran Matt Irwin for Team Canada. Terrific NHL career. Over 400 games played. Brings a great veteran presence to Jarrett Glant's team. And you mentioned the one and done from Davos, Blake. Canada doing a really good job structurally in their own zone, not giving any breaks to Davos offensively so far.
I mean, it's amazing that shots are 8 apiece right now because there hasn't been an extended zone presence for Davos, maybe outside the opening moments of the game. Canada with the turnover just inside the line. Keep it alive again is Shaw. This relentless forecheck by Canada might get exhausting, but for Davos, as the night progresses, Senny being chased back in his own zone. But it's Shaw to it first behind his own goal. There's Senny at the blue line. Switches wings and some room for Colton White. White tries his shot from a tough angle. Rebound is there for Shaw. Can't get a puck to the towards the net. Reforce coughs it up. Brendan Lemieux nearly went in front of his own goal. Gagne on the forecheck himself. Carr comes in with a full head of steam. There's the turnover for Canada. But Joris can't get it back to Carr. Another stick from Joris. He's been everywhere. Drops it for Carr. A drop pass again, and it's Gagne sending that back below the goal line. Hoffenmeyer keeps the puck in the zone. Juris. Gagne. Carr behind the net. Looks for Gagne. Gagne centers right in front. Pass never quite got to its intended target in Tanner Fritz. Now he takes a shot off a body in front. Gagne retrieves in the corner. Fritz cycles with him all the way back out to the blue line. Gregoire can't see a shooting lane. He'll walk right down the goal line, puts it into the blue paint. It's still alive there, and finally Stransky is able to skate it out of harm's way for Davos. Down the left side, Frenner gives the puck away. Sent right back in on goal by Frenner, but handled easily by Ellis.
Well, that's the best puck pressure we've seen from either team. Canada doing a great job controlling the puck down low, working it back to the D as well.
Puck thrown onto an open wing. Curran is there. He'll put one on net. And that one is handled by Ashleman, who holds on for the whistle.
Well, Blake, it's easy to see when Canada gets their legs going and they get up ice on the forecheck. Right now, it's just too much for Davos. They're having a heck of a time getting out their own zone, but terrific support from the Canadians, turning it over and then attacking the net. Like we said, that's the best pressure we've seen all night long. A good sign for Team Canada as we move forward through this tournament.
So a concerned look from Calgary's own Josh Holden, the head coach of this HC Davos team. He was once an assistant coach for Team Canada here at the Spengler. Now on the other side of things, Davos again having so much trouble just getting out of their own zone. Finally, Wieser held up the puck long enough. Back the other way. And Buell got it back to the point. A save made by Ellis. That is one of his better tests of the night. Off the stick of Lundstrom. Maillet with that forecheck. It's never the first try for Davos. Maybe on the second try they can exit the zone, but Canada is causing them fits. Flip on goal by Paulve, and holding is Colton Ellis, still with a 2-1 lead. Canada over Davos here at the Spengler.
Yeah, I mean, Davos is having a heck of a time right now.
Yeah.
Really good sign for Canada. Interesting that the leading time on ice for Canada in the first period, Josh Juris. Seven minutes is what he was at.
He seems to be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
.10 the shots on goal for both sides, but 2-1 Canada leads here in the second period. Blake Price with Kent Simpson alongside on day one of the Spengler Cup. Face off to the left of the Canadian goal. And bumps and bruises of day one already evident.
Down on the white. I got you down first. Down.
Theodore Lundstrom feeling the wear and tear of the opening period. His fellow 81 on the other side for Canada. Hollowell can't exit the zone on the first attempt. Logan Shaw now on the near side boards. Canada able to get out. Nice quick passing. McKenzie on the left side. Tried to send that to the high slot for Logan Shaw. Chase it down. He and Colton White trying to combine to get it out. Senny joins the fray. The pass back to Senny. He's behind him. Kessler giving it quickly back to Canada though. McKenzie giving chase. Colliding on the end boards. And more hitting from Canada. It's Juris and now Daniel Carr both lay the body. Separation is there. Gagne back to the point. Matt Irwin sends it back down low for Daniel Carr. He spins away from the scrum with the puck. Can't get it all the way back to the right point. Madison Bowie had joined in, but still not out for HC Davos. Carr harassing Jung. Irwin pinches in, keeps the puck alive. It's past Gagne, and finally Davos is able to escape. Corvey down the left side. Around Bowie. Brings it back to Frenner, but can't keep the puck in. Gagne flips it in. Change for Canada. Chance to jump on Canada perhaps, but Corvey lost control of the puck, and last man off the bench able to make a play in Hudon. Maillet in front. Couldn't get the backhanded shot away, and it's cleared by Davos. It'll be icing against the hosts as Canada's pressure is just relentless.
Yeah, it just continues to wreak havoc against HC Davos, trying to get out of their own zone. Canada just keep coming in waves. Fortunately, we really haven't had to translate it into any terrific scoring chances, to be honest. I mean, that was coming right down Main Street from Maillet and was not able to get a shot off, but Canada keeping up the pressure right before that. Daniel Carr was trying to look back door to Irwin, just couldn't get the sauce on the puck he was looking for.
Maillet lost the draw, but quickly recollects it. We'll find Hudon back to the right point. Gregoire, low shot, directed just wide. Hudon now behind the goal, looking again for Hazan. Offenmeyer and Gregoire on the points, and it's back to Gregoire. Lost it off his skate, chases it down in the corner. The defenseman way in deep. Hazan jumps over Maillet's stick all the way back to Gregoire. Back to Maillet. Reels it back, but below the goal line, it's all blue jerseys And finally a chance to escape. French connection line. A good possession there. Hoffenmeyer right to the top of the crease. Fritz couldn't tap it in. And Hoffenmeyer going on a bit of an adventure here. Did well to create that chance though. Back down the left side now for Davos. A shot, a weak one, nearly crossed up Colton Ellis, but he makes the stop with his left pad. And down the left side, it's Fritz again. Fritz cutting towards the goal on the backhand. Might have been more of a pass than a shot, but still steered aside by Ashleyman. Curran gives it up. Chance for a wraparound, no, guided into the corner, and now a penalty coming up against Aspero as he got his stick in the skates of Kessler. Goalie to the bench, and it's 6-on-5 here for Davos. Can they draw even? Lundstrom, left side, cross-ice pass into the empty nets. Zadina strikes with the extra attacker, and we're tied at 2 on the delay penalty. "15 goals in the regular season of the National League, and he adds one here in the Spengler Cup."
Well, HC Davos had been on their heels for about the last 10 minutes. They were looking for a break. Brendan Lemieux up ice, creates the turnover, and then maybe a little bit of a weak call there as he goes down. The arm comes up. That equals 6-on-5 for Davos, and look at this puck movement. Pulls it out left, backdoor to Philip Zadina. Cocked and ready to go, and he tucks it right inside the far post. Really no chance for netminder Colton Ellis to get across, and a huge goal for Davos to even the score, as it had been all Canada here in the second.
Just before the midway point of this hockey game, and we press the reset. Nearly another giveaway, this one right in front of Colton Ellis, but quickly swiped away. McKenzie lays the body as he starts the forecheck for Canada, but Davos in just onside, they say. Shaw couldn't come up with it. Puck squirts out, but Canada picks it up quickly. Senny onto the right wing for Shaw. Shaw muscles his way in deep. Senny tries to lay down the body as the fans are into it now in Davos. In a 2-2 hockey game. Maillet trying to pick the pocket of Young. He does so, and then the pass back is beyond the reach of Hudon. Puck is in, rebound. Hudon back to Irwin. Redirected wide, Maillet. Hazan, both with opportunities. Hazan again, Maillet on his backhand. Puck is free at the post. Ashleyman is behind him and now in. Hudon, I believe, got his stick in behind Ashleyman and was able to tuck it right in the goal. It's 3-2 Canada. Not exactly tic-tac-toe, but Canada will take it as they retake the lead.
Well, this line has probably been the best line for Canada. Relentless in the offensive zone. They just keep attacking. Aishelman could not grab hold of it. The puck comes through the blue paint. And great presence of mind from Charles Hudon to go to the front of the net. You can just see it sitting there. What a great job from Maillet to keep attacking, keep digging as the puck's loose. You got to give credit to the referee for not blowing that down too. He could see it the whole way. And then surrounded by 3 blue jerseys, Hudon was able to get his stick on it and slide it home. Terrific response. 66 seconds after Davos had tied it up.
So there are some goals here in Davos. 5 just past the halfway mark of the game. Julius Honka, former first-round pick, able to whittle his way in there, but couldn't get a shot on goal. Hoffenmeyer takes his man out along the end boards. Medina back to the point. Right, a shot. Ellis to save, a scramble in front. Dahlback pinching in, able to keep things alive for Davos, who have found some life here in the last couple of minutes despite being back down a goal. Gregoire up the right side. Canada in across the line. Bouncing a little bit. Juris pries it free. Back to the right point. Floating shot on goal. Swiping at it was Carroll. Davos controls coming out of their own zone. Long pass. Looking for Zadina. Tips it in, but Canada retrieves. Down the left side they come. Cole leading the way. Fritz has it in his skates. Cole alongside him. They dig it out of the corner once. Chance for Davos to come away with it, but beaten to the puck by the Canadians. To the point. Curran takes his shot off of Frenner's shin pad all the way back down to Colton Ellis. Right off the bench. Looked like too many for a second there for Canada, but just in time. Body over the bench. McKenzie digging at it right in front of the penalty box. Has it now on the left side. Senny going towards goal. Now we'll join him in the corner. McKenzie, nice saucer pass to Senny. Actually jumped over his stick, though, to White. Back to Senny. Right point. Hollowell takes a shot, scores! Tipped in front. Logan Shaw got Wood on it just outside the crease area, and it's 4-2 for Canada.
Well, again, just terrific up-ice pressure for Canada, creating the turnover, puck back to the point. Seeing eye shot from Thomas Gregoire that gets through. You can see Aishelin looks a little bit shell-shocked here. Hollowell does a great job pulling it to the front of the net there, and kind of in the high slot or between the hash marks. That's where Logan Shaw is. What a great look there. Aishelin looks right, it gets deflected left. And Canada really just too strong down low for this HC Davos club so far.
Bouncing puck at the blue line. Carr swipes at it. Reforce for Davos. Now Daniel Carr laying the body. He said he was having fun after the first period. I'm sure he's having even more right now. Canada up to a 2-goal lead right now over the hosts. But the chanting continues from the home side fans. Juris in there with Carr. There's the puck. Juris comes away with it. His intended pass to Colton White, though, picked off by Brendan Lemieux. Chip and chase. Kessler had it for a moment, now loses it. But only back to the point here for Davos, and an open net there for a moment. But they can't convert. Honka walks it in, up a couple of sticks. Carr a chance to pick it up once again. Good pressure here from Davos, though, as they try to bounce back. Reforce and Tambolini in deep, trying to dig it free. And the whistle blows. The Canada lead is up to 2 here in the second. What was the call there? Just dead puck?
I think it was, yeah. I don't think there was anything.
Sure, yeah.
Nice tip. So, hey, I'm just trying to let it breathe after the goal a little bit. So, but if you want to jump back in, go for it. But I'm just trying to let it breathe before I
had one little zygote of a thought I was going to throw in, but no worries. It's my bad.
No, all good. God, Canada looks good. Oh, it's a combination of Davos. Not?
These guys are the line.
Yeah.
Not much there.
No, you're right. And that your French Connection line, I like them.
Yeah. .557 left to play in the second period, and they're not exactly a ragtag group of characters, Team Canada, but certainly thrown together for this tournament, having never played together as a group before, looking in sync right now, and it could prove dangerous for the home side.
You know, Blake, it's amazing what hard work does, and I think that's what we've seen for almost 2 full periods from Canada. Outskating, outworking HC Davos. It's creating more space, it's creating more time, and allowing this team to get to a 2-goal lead.
And Gerard Gallant previewed this before the game saying we're just going to work hard, we're going to play Canadian hockey. And that's certainly what it looks like. And the Canadian hockey is leading to chances like the hard work from McKenzie right there. He's in front, 2 chances. Now a loose puck again, and McKenzie can't quite pry it free from Ashleman, who makes the save. The puck is in the net right now, but no goal. Just another great chance for Canada.
Well, Ashland's been under attack here the last 5 or 6 minutes. He needs a drink and a breather. Houdon, just a spinorama. There's McKenzie in front, deflection, one whack, and then a big save from Ashleman right there, as he's basically doing a snow angel to keep that puck out.
Aye had some help there winning the draw. Gregoire dancing down the right side. Gregoire curls, dragged it, couldn't get the shot away. And Ambule got it as far as center, but only there. Canada dumps it back in. Houdon can't come up with it. Some help from Senny. A big hit, but still it is Davos away across center. Lundstrom sent that towards goal. Pulled up by the Canadians. Squeaks all the way out to the blue line, but not out. Lundstrom at the point. Right side. Anderson takes his shot and gloved down rather casually indeed by Colton Ellis, who looks rather comfortable in the Canadian goal.
Well, just the 13th shot that Ellis has faced. Pretty easy one there, and you can see some somber Davos fans looking for answers for this hardworking Canadian club.
Again, I'll harken back to game 1 today. It was a 2-goal lead for Pardubice into the third before we saw Fribourg-Gotteron stage a comeback. So we've seen a Swiss side do that already today. Can Davos string together a couple of more? We'll see. Canada looking for more themselves. Daniel Carr chasing it down on the end wall. Getting some help from Sam Gagner. Carr below the goal line. Tangling there with the strapping Sven Jung. Back through neutral ice. Off the glass and in deep. A nice bouncing puck. Curling that one to the button. Gross. The first pass out for Kessler. Dropping for Zadina through his legs. Zadina on the backhand, can't get the pass away immediately. Back to the point now. Shot wired wide. Coe able to backhand that at the last second. And chipped in by Tanner Fritz. Go Carroll onto it. Honka makes the nice play off the end wall to Kessler. But he's going to be a lone man up against 4 Canadians in the offensive zone. So just forced to give it away. Canada uses the near side boards all the way down the ice, and it is an icing call off the stick of Colton White. Under 4 minutes to play here in the second period.
Look at the hockey smelling salt on the bench of Team Canada. They are certainly wide awake so far here, and Davos may be looking for a little wake-up call as we approach the end of the second period here.
Face off to the right of Ellis in goal. With the cameras on top of a couple of the officials at the Spengler Cup. Honka sends it back in deep. Quick turnover though out of the corner. Senny disrupted as he tried to gain the zone. Gives chase though on the forecheck. Puck got over a couple of Davos sticks. Senny and White lost track of it though. And right up the gut is Davos once again with Lemieux leading the charge. Got well wide. Big bounce off the end wall. Senny hit as he made the play by Reforce. Anderson onto the left side. Dumped in deep once again by Davos. Stransky thought about a wraparound, goes back to the point for Anderson. Anderson, Lundstrom, Stransky wires his shot. The block is there. Thanks to Hollowell. And that one likely felt as Stransky leads the way for Davos. 18 goals on the season. He knows how to shoot the puck.
That was a terrific read from Hollowell. As he saw that puck eventually going from Anderson to Lindstrom across to Stransky. He's able to block that away.
Off the icing call, face off in deep, and again, slowly some momentum building here for Davos. Love to get one back before the end of the period. We'll see what Canada's defending looks like. They try to withstand the pressure. Lindstrom puts one towards goal. Toe save made by Ellis. Now on the rebound, it's wired just wide by Anderson. Lindstrom keeps it onside just by inches. Still onside. Now a chance again for Davos. Walking in was Frenner, but Ellis stands tall. Anderson kicks that free to Frenner. Frenner picked off. Chance down the left side. Hudon denied. Hudon scores! On the backhand, pops it up over the goalie and in. And it's Canada with the late marker in the second period. It's 5-2.
Well, we saw a brief burst from Davos, but Charles Hudon had something to say about that. A terrific read intercepting the puck in the neutral zone. Right here, he's able to walk down. First shot he's looking for is turned aside. And then Jonathan Hazen, a great job corralling that puck, knowing that Hudon is parked back door. Hudon again, great patience, settles it down. No, he doesn't have to rush. Holds that puck and then up and over Ashleman. A terrific play all around. Hazen backdoor to Hudon.
The Alma, Quebec native Charles Hudon extending the lead, and now it's looking a little bit steep, isn't it? Pardon the pun in the mountainside town here of Davos. It's a big hill to climb, an Alp-sized hill to climb for Davos, as the second period starts to wind to a close here with under 2 minutes to play.
I just love the poise there that Hudon shows, especially as Leishman throws his stick out there. Hudon makes sure to settle that puck down, up and over. Second goal of the evening.
Almost a point per game in the American League for the Ontario Reign in California. 11 goals, 11 assists for Hudon. Coming off a 2-goal game here in December for Ontario, so he's in form to be sure. And Buell will stand some of the pressure from Canada. Keeps the puck alive. Now the centering pass, and Ellis comes across to make the save and preserve the 3-goal lead. A wonderful opportunity for Gross, but he's denied by Ellis. Now more momentum here from Davos. They're not sulking about it, but a nice play made at the blue line by Canada as Carroll laid the stick down. Back post play, and amazing to get that one on goal for Tanner Fritz, but Ashleman makes the save. Picked that one out of midair.
Here we get a look at Chris Egley going back door. Nico Gross looking far side. Ellis gets down, and then Carroll just throws that to the front. Tanner Fritz, as you mentioned, Blake, terrific eye hand. The righty swats that out of the air, coming through a little bit of a screen as well. Ashleman follows that across. Get a look there. Nico Gross, don't know if he's in pain or in pain from the big save from the netminder Colton Ellis.
Under a minute to go here in the period. Davos off the draw. Kessler looking to give it back to Dahlback. He lost it though to Fritz, who's been a handful. The 33-year-old just signed recently to come back into the Swiss League, and he's played well in his minutes here tonight. Puck all the way around the boards, back down the ice, and chance for Canada to jump on it again. Senny working on it in the corner. Up the half wall. McKenzie can't come away with it. Zadina dishes left. Drop pass is there. Ellis the save. And he'll hold on. 12 seconds to play in the period. Palve with that last chance. And Ellis has dialed it up here for Canada in net.
There's a look at Logan Shaw, captain for the Toronto Marlies. He's on the board with a nice deflection. Seems no worse for the wear. He blocked a shot in the first period right off his forearm by the looks of the thing. He was shaking it off on the bench, but looking strong out there here in the second.
That's the line. That's easy to respect, please. Good. First, second, now.
Face off to the right. Won by Canada, straight to the end wall. Carroll rides his man out. Seconds ticking by, and this one will elude Lindstrom, who can't get a shot on goal as the horn sounds to end the second period. Some pushing and shoving now in the corner. And now Canada, in their first game together, they're willing to battle together, literally and figuratively, and they come away with a 3-goal lead out of this middle stanza.
Well, we knew it was only a matter of time before tempers started to run high, and maybe a little bit of frustration from the HC Davos club as they find themselves down 3 after 40 minutes in their home arena, their home tournament. Canada very, very strong through 2 periods of play, relentless on the forecheck. Davos on their back heels. They'll be looking for something in the third, where Davos, Canada on the other hand, will be looking to hold on to a 3-goal lead.
We still have fucking 20 minutes. Something can happen. Anything can happen. But let's fucking play, boys. Start the 100 first goal. Yeah. Let's keep going. Yeah. Let's go shift after shift after shift after shift, and we'll see what happens. Well, let's fucking go.
Hello. My bed is calling. What time were we thinking? Good. I don't know. I haven't found tomatoes that if they're in the right spot, there's not much to take care of there. Okay. Good.
Yikes.
What's in that for them?
Gross.
The world's not getting less complicated. That is for sure. Okay.
Right, Jake.
Where's Tucker? Is he stand there?
Yep. Now we're good to go. Ollie on you. Come on,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is looking good for Canada indeed. 5-2 the lead carrying into the third period. A power play to start the period to boot. So a real chance for Canada to do itself all sorts of favors in the scheduling. A win gets you a day off tomorrow immediately. And there's the reason for the power play to start the third period. And also would give them a head start, a big jump into getting a day off later on in the week when the quarterfinals are happening if they can beat Straubing. So, you know, you go from a tournament where you're thinking back-to-backs at some point to game on, day off, which is a heck of a lot of an easier way to live life, Ken Simpson.
Well, is it ever? And if you can hang on here, then when you do play Straubing Tigers, they're coming off a back-to-back, and you win your group, and then, as you mentioned, you get another rest ahead of the semifinals. There's a look at Curtis McKenzie. He and Brendan Lemieux were jarring. They both got roughing, but Lemieux got the extra 2 minutes. He's not one to shy away from the rough stuff and a little bit of yapping with his opponent during the game, and it sounds like he still might be having words.
So the power play is Senny, Shaw, and Hudon on the forward line. Holwell is out there on one flank for Canada. And it's Sam Gagner is the fourth forward on the left side right now, but he's got to do a little bit of defending here as Kessler centers, and a chance there for Stransky, but it's blocked. Canada the other way, Gagner lost control, reaches back, rims it around. Pass for Shaw, picked off, and it's Kessler again. Down the wing, and tripped up and unable to really make a play on it was Dahlbeck. So Canada cross center once more, Hollowell. Rims the putt. Senny had in his skates, didn't know it. Hudon can't come up with the puck. Hollowell comes all the way from the right side to make a play, and that keeps possession alive here on the power play for Canada. Gagner at the right circle. Was behind his back with the pass, didn't connect cleanly, but now Canada will settle the puck down at the blue line. Hollowell takes a shot, it's blocked, and now it's a foot race the other way. And a chance here to go within two, and no, turned away just wide over the bar was HC Davos.
Well, that was the 41-year-old Andreas Ambule, and this place would have erupted if he was able to put in a shorty.
Gregoire down the right side. Carr behind the goal. Hopped over Hazen's stick. And reverse back to the right side. Gregoire again. Back down low for Carr. Gregoire. For Carr. Hoffenmeyer puts it towards goal, and it dropped down inside the crease area, but quickly cleared by Davos. And they come the other way. A shot shorthanded. Ellis turns them away. And Canada one last chance. And Carroll with a quick shot. Asherman had to be quick there to make the stop. Back to a 5-on-5 as Lemieux. Well, Paulve serving the extra two comes on. Lemieux remains in the box for the remaining two. Zadina down the left side. Brings it back below the goal line. Paul Bay is there. Bodied by Curran. Kessler out front. Zadina, 2 tries at it. And Ellis stands tall once again. Still just the 2 goals for Davos. Canada back on the attack. Loose puck at the side of the goal. Dahlbeck does well to protect, as that very well could have been a 6 for Canada with Hudon prowling.
Yeah, no signs of Canada holding back here and holding on to a 3-goal lead. They continue to attack here, Blake.
Tipped in deep by Hudon. Gagne jumps over his stick. Juris picking it up. Around for Carr. All the way back to the right side. Bowie puts it on net. Gagne couldn't get a stick on it. Carr takes the body behind the goal. Squirts out in front, just past Juris though. Couldn't make a play on it. Across center ice. Now the drop pass at the blue line. Shot is well wide. Lundstrom waiting for a pass from Stransky, but it's into the corner instead. Irwin off the glass, not out. Reefers looking for Tambellini, doesn't connect. Back the other way. Bowie starts things for Canada. Tipped down the ice. Canada peels off on a change. Another one for Davos as well. Gross onto the right side. Chipped in deep. First to it is White. Past the outstretched arms of Hazan. Picked up again by Davos in his own zone. Jung takes a look down ice. Didn't like what he saw. Senny and Shaw accidentally collided center ice, but it's Gross with the drop pass. On the right wing, Zadina looking for Kessler. If it's going to be a comeback, you'd think those two were involved. Zadina on the backhanded pass, looking for Kessler in the slot. It's picked off by Canada, and Shaw shovels it down the ice. Coe on the forecheck, collides with his man as the icing call is made. And Davos has a lot to say about that.
You know, it's loud in here, Blake, and I just think Brendan Coe didn't quite hear it. You got a up-close look there and an explanation. I don't think he knew it was icing.
That's why I'm whistling fast.
Keep playing until you hear the whistle. But terrific positioning by Coe right before that. So he was set up in his own zone right between the hash marks. Here's a look, finishing the play on the icing. Of course, Young takes exception to it, knowing that the whistle was going to go. But strong defensive play from Coe there and Team Canada.
Face off to the left of Ellis. Corby in to take the draw.
First, please. Now. Second.
Fritz lost it to Corby. Stransky tackled just inside the blue line. No penalty. Stransky gets it back. Got the shot away. Not exactly what he wanted as he was checked at the last second. But Ellis still forced to make the save. Dahlbeck now wide of the goal. Corby out of the corner on the backhand, still has it weakly towards goal, and Ellis able to cover up and get the whistle.
We're good.
A nice sequence by Davos, but still don't get the grade A opportunity they need.
Well, that group, Stransky, Corby, Brenner have been pretty quiet. Corby takes the puck to the net there, and it just rolls off the heel of his stick. Good job from Colton Ellis to track that through skates right before that. Matej Stransky wound up with a big clapper through traffic. As you mentioned, didn't quite put it where he wanted to. Colton Ellis getting some repairs done. A little shot of energy to round out the rest of this game here.
Some interesting choices by Davos. Their top 3 goal scorers on 3 different lines. You'd think you'd maybe think about loading up, but Josh Holden has got Stransky on that top line, Tambellini on the second line, and Zadina on the third line. And you wonder if that might change as the period wears on here, and almost 5 minutes through already. It's Reforce, Lemieux, and Tambellini out there now.
Watch that turn, please. Down.
The offensive zone for Davos. They win the draw. Two Canadians on this line for Davos. Lemieux competing for it. A dual national is Brendan Lemieux. Reforce lost the puck to Hazan, and down the ice it goes. Dahlbeck giving chase. Pocket picked by Hazan, and nearly able to shovel something toward goal. And that one jumps over and into the bench, back onto the ice, so the whistle goes here. Now just over 5 minutes into the third period.
Charles Hudon with 2 goals on the night. That line with Philippe Meillet and Jonathan Hazan has been a lot for HC Davos to handle. Actually ran into the general manager of Davos, Jan Alston, in between periods, and he basically said what we've seen is his defenders have been on their heels all night. They've been reacting instead of being proactive. Canada's been able to jump on them.
Davos out of the zone quickly. Puck is in deep, and Buell can't come up with it though. High flipper from Gagne down the ice, not enough for icing. Anderson back to pick it up. Hopped over the stick of its target. Gagne picks it off, but can't make a play into the corner himself. Davos across center ice, gaining the blue line. Pass for Lundstrom, goes all the way back to Anderson. Right pad save made by Ellis. Lundstrom another chance at the blue line. Stick handles his way through one Canadian, but can't get past Gagne, who shovels it into the Davos end.
We'll have to get another look at that save, but that might have been Ellis's best save of the game. The hard, sharp shot from Anderson through a screen. Out comes the right pad.
Very similar one in the second period. Both of them catching the last inch of his toe to make the stop. Down the left side now, it's Senny. Logan Shaw. Hard around the boards. Brasbro. Lets that get through to Senny. Onto the end boards. Digging there is McKenzie and Shaw. Shaw comes away with it. Back to the left point. Now Curran. Shot whistled wide to the left corner. Aspero back in deep for McKenzie. Puck is free in the corner. Canada thinking about a change. Curran on the back end. Might have got that out. Referee, yeah, now the linesman makes the call. And there it is, a 5-2 lead for Canada here in the third. Ice looks a little bit better in this period. 5-2 Canada leads Davos in this game one for both sides at the Spengler Cup 2024 edition. Blake Price with Kent Simpson alongside. Canada looking to break a 2-game skid against the host club here at the Spengler. And then all this time together, 1984 Canada joined the tournament. Davos has never beaten Canada in 3 straight games. Fritz along the end boards. Can't win that puck battle. Carroll tries to win one himself, but Davos is through. And offside, they have to retreat. Dahlbeck gets it back. Corby for Stransky. Heavy first touch there. Cole right alongside him. Make sure he doesn't get the puck back. It's a messy play in the neutral zone right now, but Davos now reels away across the blue line. Fells Madison Bowie on the shot. There's Reforce. Bowie shaking that off. Hollowell trying to force the issue at the blue line. Davos keeps it in. Tambellini pries it free. Diving play by Brendan Lemieux prevents Hudon from headed the other way. And now given away And it's Hazan turned aside by Ashleyman. Canada keeps it alive. Hazan, another chance on the backhand, through the legs, in the crease. Hudon denied the hat trick. Hudon again, the tip, just wide. This line has been flying, and they nearly add another. Lemieux, heavy hit on Irwin, but another big body. Lemieux spinning at the center ice line, gives the puck away. Chance for a bank pass, and Maillet down the right side. Behind the goal for Carr. Carr on the forehand, Gagne behind the goal. Chance for Maillet to change. Got the long skate. Allows Juris to skate back into the play. They tied up the puck well along those boards. Juris puts his stick in, but can't get the puck back. Reforce onto the right side. Centering pass. Zadina didn't miss by much. It might have hit a Canadian stick on the way. Canada with the puck in deep. Banked off the boards by Joris. Right to Kessler. A little kick save by Ellis. Nearly onto the stick of another Davos player. Back through neutral ice though. Dahlback can't get it past Gagne. It's Juris dumping it in now. Takes the hit from Dahlback. Davos, a little momentum here, and they'll need to score pretty soon if there's 3 goals in the final 10.5 minutes of the period. McKenzie, the other way for Canada. Across the Davos line. Angled off into the corner. Shaw can't make a play. Davos is away again. Drop passes there. Anderson ushered it forward. Didn't connect with Amboul. And a loose puck at the Davos line, running into each other. Logan Shaw will say no problem. Back into the Davos end to waste a few more seconds on the change. Kanak down the left side. Rare shift for Kanak in this game. Holden bringing out a few of the depth players, and you wonder if that's a sign that they're looking ahead to tomorrow. Couldn't get closer in the first 10 minutes of the period. And starting to see some of the different players on the roster coming out, like Simon Kanak. Maillet sidesteps the check, and Hallwell will get Canada started.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Blake. As this game wears on, Josh Holden, the coach of Davos, knows that it's going to be a quick turnaround. Straubing Tigers waiting for Davos tomorrow, and maybe give some of your players a little bit of rest, work your depth of your bench a little bit, so maybe it reaps a few rewards tomorrow night. Got to look at Jonathan Hazan. Quick turnover here, and then how about this move through the legs from Charles Hudon, looking for the hat trick. Impressive there. Ashelman gets the right pad down. And then Zadina trying to go backside. Ellis, full value across the way.
Centering pass by Tambolini onto the stick of Hudon, but there's a penalty on the play. Lemieux pleading his case. But is it Canada headed to the box? It is. Lemieux may be appealing for more. And just like that, opportunity is knocking here for Davos as Hollowell makes his way to the penalty box.
Well, Brendan Lemieux has certainly been a factor on the ice, been playing his agitated ways, and this time draws a penalty. And maybe one last shot of life here for Davos. Just over 9 minutes left. They go to the man advantage.
Zadina back out there. 4 shots on goal, leads all Davos players. Creeps towards the face-off win for Davos. It's Kessler now, the half wall. Trying to get it to Zadina. And a nice clear down the ice by Canada as Irwin had the puck tied up in his skates and kicked it free. Kelly Anderson. Slingshots behind his own goal, and a couple of passes later. They're across the line, Reforce onto an open wing. Nobody is there. And a chance for Fritz to skate the other way. Across the Davos line. Juris now takes a shot that was off an ankle. Now the rebound's here for Fritz. Empty net, they score! Another shorthanded goal for Canada. This time it's Tanner Fritz and it's 6-2.
Well, I really like Tanner Fritz's game here tonight, bringing high energy, working non-stop here, and he's able to jump on a loose puck here. Davos gained the zone perfectly, as you see, and then it's a pass to nobody, and away goes Canada, and a little cross and drop here. Fritz to Juris. His shot goes wide. A terrific second effort. Fritz to corral that puck. Ashelman nowhere to be found. As Juris goes to the front of the net. Look at Ashelman. He sells big time. Fritz has a wide open net to deposit that into, and good to see him get rewarded for a real solid game here.
Tanner Fritz was playing in the North Peace Hockey League earlier this season. Has just signed with Rapperswil, the Lakers of the Swiss National League. So the games are coming for Tanner Fritz, but it is amazing. He looks as good as he does today for Canada. Canada out shooting Davos on Davos's own power plays this evening, 2-1, and both of those shots on goal shorthanded have ended up in the back of the net. Tambolini now looking to set up Lemieux, but a puck stolen by Logan Shaw and down the ice. The great penalty killing continues for Canada. Stransky fending off Bowie. Stransky couldn't shovel that puck on his backhand to the front of the net. Tambolini working towards the corner in a battle there with Hazan. Turned over at the blue line, but Lemieux's pass well off the mark, and down the ice it goes from Canada. One last chance down the ice for Davos, but what looked like an opportunity at the start of this power play looks like it might be practice for tomorrow. Pass back for Dahlbeck, stripped to the puck. Hazan content to waste some time along the boards as the penalty comes to an end for Canada. And Hollowell is back on the ice. He'll dash toward the bench. Another turnover at center ice, and Maillet sends it down into the Davos end. Honka to Dahlbeck. Banks the pass to himself. Tries to make one move too many. Canada right back through the neutral zone. Honka once more. Zadina around his own goal. Full head of steam. Zadina couldn't get the shot away. Kessler back onto the point for Jung. Right side now. Shot whistled high and on the glass all the way back down the ice. Just forcing more skating here for HC Davos, who have been run ragged by the forecheck. And there's another one. Canada with the shot and a save made to rob Matt Irwin. Wouldn't that have been a story? Back down the ice. Jung again. Chips it just over the line. Quickly sent the other way. Shaw giving chase.
And Blake, Canada's positioning defensively has been incredible, and they've just taken lanes away after lanes away, and you can almost just see Davos just trying to force pucks through, and they're ending up right on Canada's sticks. Here's another great position, holding the blue line there, turning Davos back. A real sound effort. I mean, you really wouldn't believe that this team's had one practice between them.
Bunch of near collisions in the game for Davos as well. Forced another turnover to Canada, and it's Daniel Carr with the great shot, but an ankle block in the middle of the slot there by HC Davos. One-time attempt blocked by Canada. Now it's Dahlbeck at the point for Davos. Around the circle, angled off by Carr. Carr with one more stick, and Dahlbeck tripped up by Irwin. And the call is made. 6-2. Canada leads. The third period coming to an end. See what happened there? What happened there?
Just went out with that.
It's short glass. Canada's only outshooting them by 3. Talk about misleading stats.
Kidding.
That Wise hockey does have expected goals. Let's see if I can find it. I'm just curious if it tells a better story than shots. (6-2) Canada leads HC Davos, and Gerard Gallant has to be absolutely over the moon with how his team has looked here in the opener.
Well, you know, you talk about his task. Arrives in Davos knowing only 4 players on Team Canada before he gets here. He gets 1 practice under his belt. We saw them working on a few different things, a little bit of power play, a little bit of flow drills to get a feel for one another. And you're right, Blake, he's got to be very, very happy with what he sees after day 1.
Juris cycles it down low, looking for Carr. Maillet comes up with the turnover. Juris active all night with those poke checks. All Canadian players really, but Juris very noticeable. Carr at the blue line. Juris just in front of him, couldn't handle the pass. Holds it up on the end boards. Now it's into the open corner. Picked up by Davos with just over 4 minutes to go in the period. Bowie keeps it in deep with a little poke check of his own. Well, McKenzie stood his ground at the blue line as well. Senny on the forecheck. Finally, Davos breaks 3. Egling across the line. Feed into the deep slot, intercepted by Canada. Back to the point. Gross with this shot. Blocked just in front of Ellis. Gross now goes point to point in some trouble, and Canada with the turnover. And a chance to get it to neutral ice, flipped in by Senny. Gross back to pick it up for Davos. Under 4 minutes to play now. Drop pass. Zadina chips it into the corner as Kessler with them. Coughed it up though. Gregoire behind his back for Carr, just swings and chops at it, does well to clear the zone. Gagne has a chance to make a play there, but beaten to the puck by Lundstrom. Davos is in. Zadina trying to split 2 Canadians. Doesn't work. Coe the other way. Brandon Coe drops for Carroll. Tried his shot. Stick checked at the last second. Now guided towards goal once again by Hoffenmeyer. Gregoire back with it in his own zone. Stutter step. Cross ice dump. Fritz comes up with the puck again. Couldn't get the pass to Coe though. And some space for Davos to break out. Amblini sees it go through his legs. Dahlbeck squeezes in. Pass out in front. Cleared away very quickly by Canada. There's been several passes of that ilk that just don't come close to arriving on target with those Canadians parked in the right spot. Drop pass by Reforce. Doesn't reach Brendan Lemieux. Second effort by Lemieux. And a third, and gives away the puck, and Maillet sends it in deep, and a frustrated Brendan Lemieux pushes Maillet as he jumps over the boards on a change, and Davos regroups in its own zone. Under 2 to play in the period and in the hockey game. Curran behind the Canadian goal line. Gagne absorbs the check. Aspero reverses along the near boards. Juris can't catch up to it. Stransky gives away the puck at the Davos blue line. Juris nudges it in deep. Stransky again with it. Rims it around. Brenner holds up, and he'll change. Probably the last time we'll see those players on the night as time winds down. Josh Holden looks ahead to action tomorrow against Straubing. Palve can't feed the slot area. Back to the point for Lundstrom. He fires a shot on goal, just gets past the group, but wide of the goal. Coe on the backhand, flips it to center.
Well, you mentioned it, Blake, and perfect example right there. The positioning defensively for Canada in the middle of the ice. Davos trying to force those pucks through, and Canada's there almost every time. get the interception, and then turn the puck the other direction.
Fritz is in down the left side. Under a minute to go. Carroll trying to dig it free. Fritz does to Gregoire. He's got some room. Drops the puck back instead of the shot. Canada certainly got enough goals tonight, but keeping the pressure up at the very least, owning the puck. Hoffenmeyer finds Senny in stride. Shaw chips it back for Senny in deep. Davos relieves the pressure, only to center. Egley stripped of the puck as soon as he crosses the Canadian line. Gregoire. Little chip to the half boards. Shaw with some pressure at the Canadian blue line. One last shot, just wide of the goal. Into the corner. Kanak won't have time, and Davos falls by a final score of 6-2. Canada giving up the opening goal, but just fabulous all night long was Canada en route to the 6-2 victory.
Yeah, I really don't think you could ask for a better opening game from this group. See still some tension, but Davos just didn't have it, and Canada had an answer for Ambul and the rest of Team Davos. Celebration all around. Charles Hudon, 2 goals, full value along with his line mates Philippe Maillet and Jonathan Hazen. And really, you can look up and down the Canada lineup, and you can look at every player and say that they were effective. They brought something to this game. So a great start for Canada and a well-deserved day off tomorrow.
It was packed to the gills here at the Ice Stadium in Davos, but the home side and its fans a little disappointed, falling to Team Canada by a final score of 6-2.
All right, sounds good. Yep.
Parkmanöver nicht klappt. Mit 28 Zürich Hellpoints und rund 300 Partnergaragen.
Sonntags wird's uns ganz warm ums Hirn. Jetzt im Abo oder jeden Sonntag am Kiosk. Sonntagszeit zum Hinschauen.